not be broke if you have a full-time job.
How am I working full-time and still broke?
You heard it straight from the horse's mouths how they are working full time and still not be able to afford life. Welcome to modern day life in 2026. A lot of people are working two jobs, three jobs, five jobs just to survive. How that's even possible today in America? I thought America was a land of happiness, land of honey and milk, but today it's become like more people are putting their life, working more than enjoying their life. What kind of life we living? Let's check out this clip.
You should not be broke if you have a full-time job. I see full-blown millennials talking about they are broke with a full-time job. You are bad with money. You're just financially irresponsible. You don't know how to manage it. A lot of schools not have like an investing class.
It's hard to be positive when all you do is work, but you have nothing to show for it. Hard to have a life savings. You know, I have kids and I pay child support on my own. We don't have a court order. I just pay it because it's my kids. I don't understand how people cannot pay child support or want to pay it if they made the kid. But anyway, working every day and you have nothing. You still can't save money. How does it work, man? It's depressing. You get up, go to work, get your check, and it's gone. Things are expensive in this world today. How does a person keep moving forward when you know that's how it's going to be? There's nothing you can do except keep going, keep paying bills, and stay broke. It shouldn't be like that. It's unfair.
I hate being vulnerable online, but I just have to be so for real with y'all for a second. I work 40 hours a week and I'm broke. Like, I'm consistently broke. And I don't mean like, oh, I have just enough to pay my bills. No. Credit card payments are late almost every month. The rent and the car payment are the only things that are like consistently on time. Everything else is like, I don't know how to prosper. I'm in my 20s and I feel like I'm constantly stressed out about the world, about my finances, about politics. I don't know how the fuck we're supposed to thrive in these conditions. And everybody's always like, oh, just find things to be happy. Everything costs money.
Back to the days when somebody can support themselves and live comfortably with just one income.
Has anyone else been bamboozled to think by this point in your life that you'd be financially stable?
How am I working full-time and still broke? Like, how am I working this much and still stressed about money? Every time I get paid, it's gone to bills. Like, I knew I couldn't keep going on this way. So I started looking for ways to make money online. I'm still new, I'm still learning, I'm still figuring things out, but I know I cannot stay where I am. Follow me if you're tired of giving all your time to a job and still struggling.
This is the cold hard truth. Even though I work full-time and I have a good job, my job isn't enough, okay? It pays my bills, but there's not much left over. It's still paycheck to paycheck every single week, every single month, right? I refuse to stay broke. So I'm building something online for myself to have a backup plan. If you feel this, put it in the comments.
I had a job. I worked my ass off, but my bank account, always empty. Every month I was choosing rent or car payment, groceries or gas, credit card debt piling up, bank balance always low, stress through the goddamn roof.
Is it just me, or does it seem like working hard just isn't enough anymore? Because if you're in your 40s and 50s, you might feel this. Because we were taught to work hard, to be resilient, to be consistent, to be reliable. And for the last 2 decades of our lives, that actually seemed like it worked. You showed up, you delivered, you did the things you were supposed to do. But now it seems like you could be doing all of that and it still feels like it's not enough. And nobody really ever explains why this is happening. I'm here to tell you, you are not the problem, but the way you're moving might be.
Hot take, I don't think anyone should have to work full-time ever. Literally ever to make a living. I think people should only work full-time if they want to live in excess and live a life of luxury. I think people should be able to work part-time and that should be enough to sustain to sustain normal living. I think there is no reason why everyone should have to work at least 35 hours a week to meet the bare minimum for like living requirements. Sorry, no. I think literally 15 to 25 hours should be enough to sustain a completely independent life. I don't think that's so crazy. Why do we need to work so fucking much? And again, it's not like, oh, well, then nothing's ever going to get done because no one's ever going to work. No, because a lot of people still would like to live in excess. A lot of people would like to go on lavish vacations, have a really nice house, a really nice car, really nice clothes, really nice jewelry, etc., etc., etc. I think that lowering the bar for how many hours people should be able to live off of, I don't think that's going to change that people who work full-time will work full-time, because the people who work full-time, I don't know.
How are you doing, Gemma?
Brilliantly. Loving it. I just feel claustrophobic. That's it.
Working full-time but still broke? Yeah, you're not imagining it. You're working harder than ever, and somehow you're still getting less back. And that's because working hard isn't enough anymore, not in this economy. If you're new here, I'm Bill, and I teach people how to make money from their phone without followers or tech skills. And I found a simple 2-hour digital system that teaches beginner skills and creates $300, $600, even $900 days without building a website or grinding your life away. Because let's be honest, too much work, not enough time is exactly why full-time isn't cutting it anymore. Comment ready if you are done working full-time and still coming up short. It's not too late unless you keep waiting.
So I quit my job because I can't take care of my basic needs and work 40 hours a week at the same time. It's really hard to say this out loud and put it online, but I know that I'm not the only person going through this. I've almost been fired from every job that I've ever had, and it's not because I'm not smart. I actually tend to overperform in the beginning. It's just that after some time, I inevitably burn out once I wake up one day and realize that I haven't taken a shower in like 3 weeks. It's really frustrating because I know that I'm an intelligent person and I've been able to accomplish a lot of really amazing things in my life, but I still can't manage to take care of myself. And it's not just a matter of not trying hard enough or not being disciplined. If I could take care of my basic needs and work full time, I would have fucking done that by now and then some. It's a form of self-sabotage to honestly be putting so much energy into these executive functioning skills at work and not have anything left to give myself. It's like I would deadass wake up at 5 a.m., pace back and forth, start working at 7, finish work at 6, eat, sleep for dinner, and then crawl in bed at 8 o'clock. And it's like a part of me does feel insane by quitting at the verge of a recession. But it's like if I actually want to build a future for myself and get there in one piece, taking care of myself has to become my full-time job. I was not born to raise shareholder value. I'm actually meant to live a life, and I need to learn how to be a person in order to do that. So
you have to work like 75% of your life, like donate, give up 75% of your time pretty much just to literally survive, just to live. Not to live comfortably, not to live well, just to live.
And you're having people struggling over money, struggling over food, struggling over finding a place to live. What do you think you're going to expect from America? You're going to get more violence. You're going to get more people attacking other people. You're going to get more of the looting in different stores.
And then it's like I woke up all of a sudden and my insurance has doubled, food has fucking tripled, gas is so expensive, electric bill over double, my fucking rent went up. I can't be the only one that's drowning.
Everybody is going through this bullshit. Everyone. Can't go to Canada, can't go to the UK. Everyone is dealing with just not being able to sustain life.
I've never had so little money in my entire life. All of my money goes towards my bills and food for me to eat. And half the time, I have to choose between filling my car with gas or eating.
Wish that I could just have a job and do my job and go to work every day, and it would just pay for life. It would pay for a roof over my head, it would pay for food on my table, it would pay for medical bills, it would pay enough for me to like save money so I could retire one day, you know, like basic things.
I am 36 years old and I have nothing to show for 20 plus years of work.
$70,000 a year, not enough? Is a bachelor's degree not enough? Is 2 jobs not enough? And the only thing we hear is we'll stop Starbucks and stop your brunches and your 3-day vacations. If you get up and take care of your house and take care of your friends and your family and your body and work 50 hours a week plus commuting, don't you think that person deserves a night out or a Sunday?
At what point is it literally just too expensive to live? Like when do we, because we keep on talking about it, we keep on talking about inflation, we keep on talking about salaries not meeting it, and we keep on talking about the minimum wage, and we keep on talking about all this stuff, but like at what point does that bubble burst? It literally is just too expensive to be alive even if you're working a full-time job.